set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Terrell Bernard charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, if they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons at 13-3 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to...
Touchdown! Rashawn Bateman with career touchdown number 60. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top two seeds in the NFC. I think they're the two best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top two teams in the NFC.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Troy Anderson charging hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Algier, headed right. Now the ball comes loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times, 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 yards still to go, 3rd down now. Prescott to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A give for Dillon running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Falcon defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team.
They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series...
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Prescott yet again. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Throwing, Prescott. We'll get this out wide to Singletary. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are back within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. On play action, they'll throw. That one deep for London. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Cowboys.
To throw is Prescott. Goes right back to McBride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air again, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Trey McBride from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Cowboys 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right,
There's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons. They'll look to throw again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey now for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with. So that really plenty of time to try to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got this to Algier. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both? I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Prescott to throw it. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. They'll throw again. Prescott. A short one here, caught by McBride. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Prescott now from the 50. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Handing it off right side, Algier. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On the give, Algier headed left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Getting home there for a loss of 11.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
That's going deep for Bateman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. They'll drop to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Micah Parsons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-back type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Algier now up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Dumps this one off to Algier. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Algier is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
They'll try to run with Algier.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Prescott.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. David Onyemata in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. 3rd and long for Prescott. 9 timers left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Algier going straight ahead.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And bulldozing his way through. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Again, it's Dillon.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? When you go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line.
We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
Do you want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Drake London.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London.
88 yards.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Prescott from the gun.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. I think it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Dak.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Prescott. Yeah, this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. 4th down, 10 yards to go. Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
19 Tiger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd down. To throw, Prescott. Into the hands of Singletary. On a very short game. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this one downfield incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One last shot now for Prescott. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right?